Hi everyone, my name is Della Phillips. I'm also known as the Bicycle Lady. How you doing today? I'm doing great. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Today's video I'm going to call an extra. It's not going to have anything to do with any type of research or anything I've done to come up with exercises to do, drawing exercises to improve my art skills. Also, I'm sure these exercises, if you want to join in, could really help someone improve their art skills as well as learn to draw. So feel free to join me. I would appreciate it, and let me know how you're doing. I'll promptly answer all comments. What this spot is what I found on the internet. It is from Amazon, as you can tell. One of the little smileys. And let me go ahead and bring out this item. I'm going to call this an unboxing. Take this away. And what I have here is a Winsor Newton Cotman watercolor field box. And Cotman, as if you know, the Winsor Newton line is what they consider their student grade watercolor paints, but they're really great paints. I've never had really any chalkiness with them. They do have a binder extender that their professional paints don't have. Past that, it's the same pigment from what I understand. It does great, and when I saw the price on them, I went, I gotta have it. It fits my budget at this point in time. I previously had a field box, and along with other art supplies, they was stolen during my moving process that happened right before the COVID lockdown. And because of everything going on and all the inflation, my budget has been a bit tight. However, I am slowly replacing some of the things that got stolen, and one of those items is this field box. I saw this for around $20 and a little bit of change on March 8th, 2022. It kind of popped up as a suggestion from Amazon, and it was a great deal. When you consider online that Dick Blick or Cheap Joe's Art Stuff, those type of big resellers, you're going to see this field box from around $38, $40 all up to $50 or a little more. Full retail is even more. So you're getting a really great deal. I recently looked, and this price has now gone up to $23 and some change. Still, fantastic deal. Let's take a look at these watercolors. So let me pull this out of the box. On the back, you can see the stocking label. You'll see a listing of some of the colors. You'll also see this is the paints that are made in China. A few years back, they changed making the paints in France and moved them to China. Still, from what I understand, the quality is great, as usual. Let me pull off this cap. I'm really looking forward to this. It gives me some more watercolor supplies that I don't have to work with and practice my watercolors with, and it makes it very easy to take with me so I can do more watercolors on the go. This is the cap that holds it all together, and it also turns into your water cup. As you have it a little more, it will unsnap a little bit easier, but still not bad. Now, opening it up, you'll see that it has one flap that comes out to be a mixing area, and another flap. And then you'll see the 12 watercolors that they've included. The really nice upgrade is they're not using a synthetic sponge. This is actually a natural sponge, which you can use to take off the excess water of your paintbrush, or you could actually pull it out and use it for like some stippling or effects or whatever. So that's really quite nice, actually. And while it's inside, it does help keep the paints from moving around. Now, some people will actually put in 2 half pans because there's space right there to put in another half pan. So you can have up to 14 colors here instead of the 12. A lot of people will mix and match because they do have a couple close colors like yellow ochre and raw sienna, which is pretty close. We'll see when I start doing the swatching. I'm going to put that back for right now, but I think that's a great upgrade on that. Of course, here's your water container with your travel brush. The travel brush that comes with it, I believe it's like a number 2. The literature really doesn't say, but I believe that's like a number 2. Or between a number 1 and number 2. Okay? It's a little small, so I don't know about you, but I'm going to be carrying another brush. Probably a 6 or 8. The way I normally do it when I use a filled box, and it's all wrapped up and I've already filled it with water, is I will take the cap off and fill the water cup up without taking it out. Some people like to undo it, and to use the water, they'll pull out the little water flask that's in there. I don't do it because I think you can save time just before you open it up, just pour it out. It's up to you how you want to do it. Here's one mixing area, and you have the other 2. The other thing about this is you do have a thumb ring, so you can easily use it that way. And there's where your water cup goes. So it makes it very easy to use it right there on your thumb, or you can put it on a flat surface that you're working on. It's up to you. Very nice condensed set, and I have found it very enjoyable to use in the past, so I'm really happy to be able to replace it. Right now I'm going to pause the video so I can unwrap the colors, then do some quick swatching, and then I'll be back. See you in a minute or 2, or in your case, a second. Hi everyone, I'm back. I went ahead and unwrapped all the half pans, as you can see, and put them back into the box. I did add 2 additional half pans that are empty. That will keep this line from sliding back and forth. What I will do, I'll still keep this handy. I like this. And I'll just put it in here, and that will still give this side here to clear the paintbrush and still store just fine. So I'm very, very happy with that. The other thing is the colors that's in this grouping has changed a bit from what they used to give you in the past. You no longer get yellow ochre, or you no longer get raw sienna or raw umber. And actually, I think they did a good job making that switch out. So they actually did listen to some of the artist suggestions in the past about the colors they had in the box. Now, speaking of colors, let me show you the swatches. I went ahead and swatched, since swatching does take time and it may not be the most entertaining thing to watch. So I went ahead and swatched out the colors. I was watching something while I was doing this, looking up and down. I started writing in all caps there, so forgive my hand printing. So you can see the various colors. I put lines where the different rows would start and end, except here, again, I was watching, got distracted. I ended up putting Payne's Gray in the wrong position, so these 2 would switch if you're looking at it in the box. To go through this, we got lemon yellow, which is a nice cool yellow. Got a warm yellow of cadmium yellow hue. It's not cadmium, so that's nice. And then we got the burnt sienna, the raw umber, and then the next row we have the Chinese white, the cadmium red hue. Some would call it almost a medium, which you can take this and mix with a little bit of alizarin crimson and get you a nice rich red. A little bit darker, a nice rich red though, and or depending how much alizarin crimson you add, you can even go to a darker red. Then we have alizarin crimson hue. This is good. If you had the regular alizarin crimson, you would have problems in watercolor with light fastness. But this light fastness is actually quite good. And then, of course, the Payne's Gray, which is great. It's switched out. They used to give you black. Now you get Payne's Gray, which I think is a great trade-off. And you would use more often, at least I would. And then the Dioxin Purple, the Ultramarine Blue, the Cerulean Blue Hue, and the Sap Green. Now, as you can probably tell, I need to practice watercolor. It's been a little over 2 years now since I've really done much watercolor at all. And my water control and laying down washes has suffered since I have not been doing that on a regular basis. So I need to get back practicing that. The black bar is Sharpie marker, and that allows me to see if there's any type of transparency, opacity, or translucent quality that's in between the opaque and the transparent. And you can see that when you put the black bar down and you swatch the different colors. The other thing I notice is the fluidity of the watercolor. It's not quite as fluid as the Winsor Newton professional watercolors. That's probably because of this being student grade with additional additive binder or extender type thing. But all in all, it's pretty close, and that's only the major difference I found. So I am very thrilled with this. It's going to give me a lot to work with and practice with. In addition to my pencil skills, drawing skills that I'm working on. If you get this box or have other comments or suggestions, let me know below. I'll respond promptly to your comments. Until next time, have a great day and take care.